Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So off we go then. Iker Casillas, Jim, a man considered amongst the greatest ever when it comes to goalkeeping.
Yeah, and it's all the more impressive given that he's relatively short for a keeper, Peter. But he makes up for it with his agility, his laser focus and the ability to live up to the big occasion. Also, don't forget the way he exerts control, despite not being particularly outspoken. That is something else too.
That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And it's Rijkaard. Now it's Puskas. Look at the space here. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Out of play for a goal kick. Bernardo Silva. Scholes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Mbappe. De Bruyne. Barcelona controlling the possession in this early phase. Tries a shot! Bernardo Silva.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Batistuta. And it's Batistuta. Out towards the flank. Now that's well seen too.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Hernandez deals with that comfortably. Still goalless at the moment. Azar. Hernandez. And it's Makalele. Azar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Batistuta. Scholes. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Neymar. Has a shot! That was superb goalkeeping!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Schlotterbeck. And Makalele. And here's Neymar. Azar. Hernandez. And it's Azar. Puskas. He's having a go! Oh, that is outstanding! A finish right from the top draw! He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Tries to pass it through. You can run onto that. Oh, he's bustling through here. Puskas! It's off target and by quite a way.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Zanetti picks it up from the goal kick. Great vision. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And he's worked it through. Hazard. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's on it, can he get away? Batistuta picks it up out wide. It's gone out for a throw-in. Yep, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Here's the header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Zanetti.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Oh, strongly challenged there. Well, that pass isn't the best. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Oh, well played, well played. Bernardo Silva. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard. Now it's Puskas. And it's Azar. That's Guardiola. Oh, there's a probing ball. Threads one in. That has not gone well. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Mbappe! De Bruyne. Puskas. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Guardiola. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Barcelona go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Scholes. Nicked it back promptly. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Looking to go deep. Schlotterbeck. Courtois is fouled. And he's going to have his name taken. De Bruyne. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. And the through ball. Casillas gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Rijkaard. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe. Zanetti. Makaleli, very much a man of this moment. Scholes. So we've reached the hour mark.
Paris Saint-Germain really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Neymar. Zanetti did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's there to retrieve it. Bernardo Silva. Zanetti spots it and intercepts. Courtois getting this one clear. Neymar. Bernardo Silva. Batistuta! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Hazard, who's set up one goal so far. And this is Neymar. It's Neymar! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Neymar really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Zanetti. Azar. Barcelona finding their passes into the last quarter of an hour.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention.
Oh, he's been caught. Neymar! Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. A formality. We're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Oh, that's a key interception. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Bernardo Silva is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Batistuta. And he has been fouled there. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. And it's Bernardo Silva. Pinches it off him.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Puskas. Bernardo Silva. And that was very necessary. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Neymar. And he whips it in. He can get that clear. And here's Neymar. Now it's Hazard. Now that looks a decent ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's well positioned here. And pushed us! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And that will be it. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Puskás picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Barcelona can always take more...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. And as you can see, we've already started here. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! The ideal start!
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So, a breakthrough already. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cleared away. And we have our very first corner. Rice is there, and he can get that clear. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Puskás. Schlotterbeck. Rijkaard. And it's Rice. And here's Mbappe. Stood up well to him there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Puskás. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? Rijkaard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rijkaard. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Hernandez has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Plays a sharp little ball here. Hazard! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Hazard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Hazard. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. This their second corner of the game. That has been knocked clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Hazard. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Puskás. Zanetti. Barcelona are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Barcelona looking to pass their way through.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Played into space out wide. Shot could be on. Decent chance! He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Rodri. Puskás. Olise absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see...
And the shot! Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. Rijkaard. Rice. Xabi Alonso spots it and intercepts. Oh, no joy this time. And he's quick to get it clear again. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Mbappe. Rice has created one goal already. Raúl. Great ball, and he's in here. And Puskás! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Cleared without complication. And this is Puskás. Tries to pass it through. Well, that looks a decent ball. Now there's a shapes to shoot! In for the pieces! He's scored! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Vitoria take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Hazard picks it up out wide. That's a throw. Hernandez. Yeah, can they get him away? Olise! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Mbappe. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Puskas. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Looking to play him in. And this is Puskas. And the first 45 minutes are up. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And we are back underway.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Hazard, and he's managed to get free. And the shot! And it's, taken with style! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
And here's Rijkaard. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. That's been slipped through. Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. And it's Rice. Rodri.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And he's managed to get rid. Rodri. Raul. Now it's Puskas. Chance for a shot! It's in! So is this the start of a comeback? Xavi Alonso. Mateus. Cross deflected behind for a corner. So, third corner of the game. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. He can run onto that. He has found the way through. Can he finish? He scores! Back within 1. They have them in their sights again. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Brilliantly cut out. Barcelona have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly... Can he finish? He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Now it's Puskas. And he has been fouled there.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Puskás is behind this one.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Can he get on the end of this? That's a shade optimistic.
Vitoria surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Rodri, Schlotterbeck, and it's Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Hernandez. Now it's Olise. He's found the way through. He's gone for goal! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Now it's Mbappe. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Timber. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Mbappe. He's having a go. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And they're quick to get it back. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, that pass isn't the best. 4 added minutes on the board. So that's it. It is all over. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And he's cut it out. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, someone whose career I've watched with real interest, Peter, is Odegaard. Having seen him break through at such a young age.
Wood! Oh, it's hit the post! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
Timber. And it's Odegaard. Zubimendi. Rice. Now Zubimendi. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Timber. And it's Odegaard. Rice. And it's Rice. Now Zubimendi. Now it's Rice. Aims beyond the defence.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's very neat. Hutchinson. Hudson-Odoi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Hudson-Odoi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That's the keeper's ball. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Arsenal still without a single shot on target. And a chance! Goal! Arsenal! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
How can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
After 22 minutes is number 14.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Nottingham upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Zinchenko kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Wood. Wood. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Hudson-Odoi. He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rice. And it's Zubimendi. And it's Eze. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Hudson-Odoi. Now it's Wood.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's onside.
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Calafiori. Now who's going to be first to this? And now the breakaway. 5 minutes till the break. Hudson-Odoi. Zinchenko could try cutting inside here. Ødegaard. Saka. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. Delivered across. He's in a great position here. He's having a shot! And another try! He's got a goal! And this is getting better and better. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example. Arsenal
are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Arsenal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Arsenal sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Gibbs-White, over to the left. Zinchenko! Looking for the run. Spread neatly. And it's claimed by the keeper. Hutchinson, out to the right. Nice control. Look at the space here. Chance! Really well taken goal. The second half sparked straight into life. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that. Goes for a shot! Off the post! And again! Pass somewhat off target. It's gone backwards.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
He's a sharp little ball here. Cross to the back post. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
The attendance for this match was 60,810.
It's Rice.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Rice has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Aina. Hutchinson. So what can they make of this? Now it's Eze. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. He's on it, can he get away? Looking for options for movement. Face to face with the keeper. It's a loose ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now that looks a decent ball. That is a crunching tackle. He can get that clear. Not the most accurate pass. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Hutchinson. And he shoots! It's hit the upright. Hangs in across. Saliba attempts a clearance. Aina. Odegaard.
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
Sells gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Aina. Back to the keeper it goes. Gabriel. Calafiori. Zubimendi. That has not gone well. Saliba cuts out the pass. Zubimendi makes the interception. I think we're just about done here. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Arsenal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And he was quick to react. Aina.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Added time.
Wood touches it back. Wood. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. That's that, the end. Arsenal have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. The action has already started. And it's been played through. Oh, Red, nice interception. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Hudson-Odoi, is a fine winger in an old-fashioned sense. He tends to stick to his wide positions, but he's shown himself to be a creative outlet, and he doesn't actually shirk from his defensive duty.
And the shot! Goal! Arsenal!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So, a breakthrough already.
Number 14,
Zinchenko. Now it's Wood. Anderson. Takes aim and... It's a mighty effort! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
McAtee is offering a wry smile there.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Ødegaard gets good distance on it. And now a sudden chance to counter. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Plays a sharp little ball here. Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi's cross. Nottingham have got it back and they'll have another go. Trossard, who does have an assist to his name. Can he get it through? It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Lovely bit of skill. And he's managed to get free. Delivered in. Timber getting this one clear. And now the breakaway. Gabriel. And it's Zubimendi. Now it's Hudson-Odoi. Wood. And he's got the big... And the shot! Saka. Rice. Zubimendi. Now Timber. And it's Zubimendi. And here's Ødegaard. And it's Timber. Arsenal looking to pass their way. Ødegaard! Fantastic from Ødegaard! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So that's 2. Ah, he's given it away. He might be in here. Nice looking ball. That is a great pick out. Raya claims comfortably. Ødegaard. Now it's Trossard, Rice, Ødegaard. Arsenal looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. It's Saka. Now it's Hudson-Odoi. That's been slipped through. This looks promising. And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Wood deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Not the best distribution from the keeper.
There they go, hunting again.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Anderson. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, that's nice. McAtee. That is good strength. And it's Zinchenko.
2 added minutes.
Hudson-Odoi. Saliba gets a foot in here. Shot could be a chance, surely! He has done it! And right on half-time, that is telling. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
And we hit half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Now that looks a decent ball. Picked out, great chance! It's hit the upright. It's in! Saka duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
He's in a good position. He's had a shot! And he hits the net! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
There's the shot! It's there! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
This has become one superb game of football.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Trossard. Ødegaard, played out towards the right wing. Played in. Oh, that was vital. Wood. He can run onto that, and it's made its way to him. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job
The
done.
attendance for this
Well,
match
I
was
thought they got off lightly there. The
60,810.
odds were stacked against them.
That has been knocked clear. That has ended up in no man's land. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Anderson. Hutchinson. Gets a good foot in there. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely, now then. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Arsenal really could have done without this. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.